Hi guys, it's Marie here. Welcome back to my channel. This channel is about bags, lifestyle and fashion, but mostly bags. I post videos every Friday, sometimes Monday and Wednesday. I'm always on a hunt for the perfect bag in other luxury goods. If you're like me, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's enjoy bags together. In February 2024, I've purchased Chanel Classic Flap Card Holder in black caviar leather. It's been my very first Chanel purchase. And today I'm ready to share with you my honest review on it and also to show you some close-ups, what fits test, and at the end I'm going to tell you how I managed to convert this teeny little thing into the micro bag using different straps and also using a belt into the micro belt bag. Before we proceed, a little story time. This little beauty has been on my wish list for quite a while. One of the main reasons for that is that I don't have any Chanel boutiques nearby. And as we all know, Chanel don't sell their items online via their own website. My very first attempt to purchase this card holder was in Dubai Mall. And it was unsuccessful. I spent over half an hour in the queue. It's been a 3 sales assistants inside, 3 customers inside, but nobody came out and just let us know, guys, it's not going to be that long, it's going to be another 15 minutes or something like that. I was quite unimpressed. And because I believe that the queue in front of the boutique, it's also part of the customer service, especially when you're paying a £500 for the card holder or over £4,000 for the bag. It's all changed when I attended Chanel boutique in Selfridges in London in February 2024. I've been there for my birthday celebrations. And I still had this tiny little item on my wish list. And I'm like, okay, I will give another chance to the Chanel. And you know what? The whole experience changed my opinion about the Chanel as a brand and their customer service completely. The people in the boutique, and especially my sales assistant Christina, was so attentive, so nice. I fell in love with the Chanel. Once again, they totally converted me into the Chanel fan, and since then I even purchased my first Chanel bag, this tiny little vintage lady. Yes, I'm not such a fan yet to pay a full price for the brand new Chanel bag because their prices are wow, but I'm a fan enough to look into the vintage beauties from Chanel. Because I've heard this particular one in the black caviar leather is quite hard to come by, that's why I was prepared to buy any other colors or even a lambskin leather. I knew that the current seasonal in February 2024, the current seasonal colors were like a lilac, very pale lilac, or very pale pink. So I was absolutely fine with that. And when I asked Christina what they had in relation to the classic flap card holders, because I was after this particular model, she showed me what they have on the display there. They did have a black color, but in the lambskin leather. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I will buy that probably in the lambskin leather rather than caviar in the seasonal colors. But you know how they say, if you don't ask, you don't get. And I did ask. And she was like, oh yeah, actually I'm going to check that in the back room. And then 5 minutes later, she come back with this teeny weeny, perfect beauty, classic card holder in the black caviar leather with a light champagne gold hardware. I was so excited that I bought it immediately, no question asked. And I shared my excitement in Chanel unboxing video. If you haven't seen this video, I'm going to leave the link below in the description box. That's been my very first Chanel purchase. This is the classic piece from the regular collection. However, it's been some changes and little additions to that. First of all, it's a back pocket. Oh, I love a back pocket. The vintage pieces don't have that. And the second change is that the card holders does not come with a card of authenticity anymore. Now it has a little sticker inside on the front pocket, inside the front pocket over here, and the identification number matches the identification number on your receipt. And since we start talking about the back pockets, the front pockets, let's have a closer look at Chanel flap card holder. As I mentioned before, my Chanel Classic Flap Card Holder is made of black caviar leather. It's a pebble leather, very famous for its resistance to any scratches, marks and stains, and also its durability. Unlike lambskin leather, Chanel also uses lambskin leather for their classic flap card holders. I really like this front flap. It reminds me about the classic flap bags, and it has a button closure. I really like how strong it is, and it's not flimsy at all. Inside we have Chanel embossing, branding, and also made in Spain. And then to remind us about the classic flap bag, once again we have a Bordeaux or a deep wine red lining inside, but this time it's made of the textile. I'm going to show you with a what fits test how much we can fit in there, but you already can see that it's going to be quite a good capacity. There is not much organization inside, just one big hole like I usually say when I describe my bags, but here we also have a quite tight front pocket, and as I mentioned before, the identification sticker, it goes inside this particular pocket on this side. And then on the back we have a back pocket. I'm a sucker for a back pocket, guys. I just love it. I usually don't use it. I just love the idea of having a back pocket on my card holders and also the bags. And it's a quite handy as well to use that sometimes when you need something more accessible right now, right here, because sometimes it might be a little bit, you know, out of your way just to open and close that card holder all the time. And now it's time for what fits test for Chanel Classic Flap card holder. But before I go ahead, I'm going to show you how many cards and the notes and the coins I can put in there. I'm going to show you if I can fit any miscellaneous items in this little beauty, because I intend to use that not just as a card holder but also as a micro bag. And we will start with a doggy bag. Here we go. Easily goes in there. When I wear that as a crossbody micro bag, it's so easy and so accessible to use that in this card holder. So this is how you create a super luxury doggy bag. Then we have a lip balm. Also easily go in there. No struggle at all to button up, to close that, and that's what it looks like on the sides. I probably wouldn't recommend to do that trick with a lambskin leather because it will be stretching quite a lot, but with the caviar leather I don't see any problem at all. And then we're also going for AirPods. Let's see if we can fit it in there. So yep, we find some space inside for the AirPods, but can we close it? Yes, we can. Haha. But you can see that it's kind of like misshaping our card holder. Again, I wouldn't recommend to use that too often, but as a one-off, I think it's absolutely fine. All of that looks great, but most of the times, of course, I'm going to use this card holder as it meant to be, as a card holder. And here I have 10 cards, which goes there absolutely no problem at all. As you can see, we can still have a lot of space there, even with the 10 cards. I tried and experimented here, and we can easily fit 15 cards in there. And that's what it looks like with the 10. With the 15 is a little bit too bulky. I probably, again, would not recommend to do that. But then we can add some train tickets as well. I do have quite a lot of train tickets here, been collected over some time, and we can use the front pocket for the train tickets and close it. And that's what it looks like with the train tickets inside. You can also put those train tickets, and I would say in the sense of volume, it's around the same as a 5 credit cards. we can use the train tickets in the back pocket as well. And again, no problem at all. And let's start checking what it looks like with some cash. And I have a little bit of coins here. Because we don't have any zipper compartment inside, that could be quite challenging. But if we have a few things inside there, coins go quite easily and kind of like it gets snugly down there, so they're not, not making any noise, as you can hear when I'm just shaking the card holder. So they sit there pretty tightly. And the last thing that I want to try out is some notes. And I don't have any British notes at all. And I was like, oh my God, getting ready for this demonstration, I'm like, oh no, I don't have any British notes. I don't use cash anymore at all. But then I remembered I had some euros. So the demonstration is going to be with the euros. And that's how I fold this up. And that's how it's going inside. And that's how we're closing it up. That's what it looks like. Perfectly. But again, because we don't have any organization space inside apart from the front pocket, you need to keep that all in mind. So everything is going to be a little bit crowded in one main compartment of your Chanel card holder. And now it's time to tell you, open up a secret, how I convert a Chanel Classic Flap card holder into the tiny micro bag. Absolutely love the idea that the classic card holder looks so similar as a classic flap bag. It's like a tiny little baby of the classic Chanel flap bag. That's why I really wanted to use that as a micro bag. Not so much for its functionality, mostly just as a fashion accessory. And then I came across of this video, I don't remember if it was on a TikTok or Instagram, how to do that. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm totally doing that. And the main secret here is that we've got a little insert inside your card holder. And the main thing here, to be sure that the insert is not too big, not too small. If it's too big, obviously it wouldn't go inside perfectly. But if it's too small, it's going just to move around, not sit perfectly inside the card holder. And if it's moving around, every time when you're going to open it, the insert is going just to pop out. But when the sizing is perfect, it's sitting there so nice and snugly, then when you open that on the go, when you're wearing it crossbody, it's not popping up when you open that. My particular insert, I've purchased that from Etsy, and there is quite a few places on Etsy which selling those little convertible kits. And mine is based in the UK, but I'm going to leave all the link below in the description box for you to check this out. They are based in the different places. So mine was from the UK, and this particular insert, the dimensions here is 6 centimeters and 10 centimeters. Initially, I did go for the smaller version with 5.5 centimeters and 9.5 centimeters wide, and they didn't have it in stock. And I'm actually glad that I had to change that for the next size up, because 6 centimeters to the 10 centimeters dimensions sits absolutely perfectly inside the Chanel Classic Flap card holder. And using this insert, you can swap this chain for anything you want. I'm going to demonstrate that with a little strap that I have from my Louis Vuitton Petite Sac Plat. So we can easily use that here as well. And I actually don't mind that the colors are not matching. Obviously, I would prefer that it was black. I mean this little strap, but that one, absolutely fine. And look at that. I'm going to demonstrate that again. Going inside, and that's what it looks like. Ba-bam! And we have also kind of like a 360 rotation here on the strap, allowing us to use this bag with the leather strap. This Louis Vuitton strap is 110 centimeters long, and now I'm demonstrating to you how it sits on me crossbody. I'm 5'3", 163 centimeters tall, and I usually wear size 10 UK. But if we swap for this one, and this one is made of the paled gold hardware. It's not the exact tone to the champagne gold hardware, but it's a close enough. So it's only me who noticed that, who know the difference in the hardware. But the leather part here is also caviar real leather. And that's why this one came up a little bit pricey that I expected it to be honest with you, and I budgeted for this little toy, but it's still really good quality. I can feel the weight of it, and I'm like that. So I'm going to show you how this one looks on me just now, and this one is 100 centimeters. So it sits more around, more like a bum bag, around slightly higher than my waistline. And I actually quite enjoy that way. I really like that. But obviously there is sellers offer a different length of those straps, and my particular seller has that in the 110 and 125 centimeters long. I've also seen how other people don't use insert but still convert this teeny little thing into the bag using, for example, Louis Vuitton straps or just any chains. When they combine chains like this or the straps like that, creating a one big loop, and then they just do place it like this. It could be, as I said, it could be a strap, or it could be just a chain, and place it like this. So it does create a different look, but what I don't like about this situation, that because when you're going to wear that crossbody and you're going to open, the first thing happens, that's it. That's just a snaps out, it just pops out, and it doesn't matter if it's a chain or a strap. You open it up and that's it. You can't use it, you can't grab it, anything. It's just a fall down immediately. The other thing about the chain, if you just use the chain without the insert, it's going to rub. When you walk, it's going to rub against your leather over here, just creating unnecessary wear and tear. It's going to be enough wear and tear on this side and on that side, because obviously it's a flap thing. And when you're going to constantly open and close that, naturally the crease will appear here and also over here. So as I said, the chain strap, if you're going to wear that without the insert, might create unnecessary wear and tear. And when I start playing around with the different straps and my little insert, the inspiration just came by. I got so inspired that I started pulling all my different bags from display and trying different things, and then I came across the idea that I can actually wear this as a tiny little belt bag. And I found my belt from my Burberry belt bag from the kids collection, and I've just put it down like that, how I'm demonstrating it just now on the side, and wear that as a tiny little cute fashion accessory. Yes, again, it's really hard to use it here. I wouldn't say that it's a functional at all, because when I open it up, the belt just pops out. But it's just a tiny little addition, tiny little cute thing, fashion accessory. You can wear that like this as well. I actually didn't expect how much I would enjoy play around with my Chanel classic flap card holder and the different straps and the belts, and I didn't expect that I could squeeze so much out of this tiny little Chanel piece. And that makes me so happy about it. I'm actually so happy about this purchase. And guys, I would totally recommend it. As you've seen, it has a really great capacity. In the particular caviar leather, it has a great durability as well. And it's a classic, absolute classic, timeless piece from the Chanel. And that's me for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know where to find thumbs up, subscribe button, notification bell, and I will see you next time. Bye!